So 2 days ago, Anthropic released Dispatch. You text Claude from your phone, and it works on your desktop while you're away. Everyone compared it to OpenClaw. Today, they released Channels. Same idea, but different architecture. And it really changes things because now there's 4 ways to control AI from your phone. Someone actually replied to the Anthropic product manager asking, can you provide some clarity? It seems you're releasing the same feature 3 different ways. And so, yes, it is confusing that they released these 3 ways to interact with Claude from your mobile in 30 days. So here's the video that provides some clarity. But first, let's set the baseline. These 4 tools let you interact with AI from your phone. They solve different problems. Remote control from Anthropic shipped in February. It lets you view and interact with an active Claude Code session from your phone through the Claude app. You see your terminal, you can approve file changes, review stuff, and send commands as well. It's basically a window into a session that's already running on your computer. Think of it like screen sharing with your AI. And then Dispatch shipped a couple days ago, and it lives inside the Claude Cowork module on your desktop and on the mobile. And the way that works is you text it a task from the mobile app, and Claude works inside a sandbox Ubuntu virtual machine on your machine. That virtual machine, by the way, is pretty powerful. It has 4 CPUs, 4 gigs of RAM, pre-installed with Python, Node, etc. The great thing about this one is that your files stay local. It has 38 connectors for Slack, Gmail, Google Drive, Notion. But then Channel shipped just today, just a couple days later. This one connects your actual Claude Go terminal session to Telegram or Discord via MCP servers. MCP is the protocol that lets AI tools talk to external services. So you message your bot on Telegram, let's say, and the message goes directly into your running session. Claude has access to everything your terminal has. That includes your Claude.md, your skills, your hooks, your full project context. Now, OpenClaw started this back in November 2025 as a side project by an Austrian developer, originally called ClaudeBot until Anthropic sent a cease and desist letter. Got renamed twice. OpenAI acquired it in February, and it connects AI to WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Discord, and Signal. It reads emails, it can schedule meetings, organize files, post on social media, 250,000 GitHub stars. It's a general purpose life assistant. So it's in a similar category as these 3, but different setup. Here's where each one wins and where each one breaks. So Dispatch wins exactly one scenario. If you are not a developer and you need simple tasks done on your local files, for example, summarize 3 documents into a report, or pull your calendar, email, and Slack into a morning brief, or convert a file format. These are read and synthesize tasks, and Dispatch through Cowork handles them, and it uses the 38 connectors from your Cowork setup. So again, Gmail, Slack, Google Drive, Notion, Jira, Figma, etc. So for a marketing leader or project manager who needs quick retrieval, this works. Where it breaks, however, is anything past 3 steps. Mac Stories tested it and extensively reported roughly a 50-50 shot on whether a task succeeds or not. For example, building a presentation from 5 files fails. Organizing the downloads folder fails. It also doesn't read your Claude.md, so even if you define your project rules, Dispatch ignores them. For non-technical teams who need simple automation from their phone, Dispatch is a good entry point, but set your expectations accordingly. Now, here's the one that actually changes how I work. So Channels is the one that really matters if you're building things, and got released just today. Here's what's different. So when you message your Telegram bot, that message goes directly into your active Claude Code session. It's not a sandbox, it's not a virtual machine, it's your actual environment on your PC. That means that Claude has your Claude.md with all your project rules, all your files. It has your, let's say, 85,000 skills or however many you have. It has your hooks for automations. It has your full file system. It's basically the same Claude you use at your desk, but triggered from your phone in one of these messaging apps. I set it up today, very easy. Took 3 minutes. You simply create a bot with botfather on Telegram, paste a token, restart Claude Code with the Channels flag, and that's it. And the use case It's great. So for example, if you're on a commute, you text your bot, run the test suite on the auth module. Claude runs it, finds two failures, fixes them, and messages you back on Telegram when it's done. And you never open the laptop. Or if you're in a meeting, a deploy breaks, you text, check the error logs for the payments endpoint and fix the null pointer, and Claude does it. You stay in the meeting. The key difference from Dispatch is that Channels connects to your real session with full context, whereas Dispatch connects to a sandboxed virtual machine that doesn't know your project. So does that mean OpenClaw is dead? Not exactly. OpenClaw still has one advantage none of Anthropic's tools match, and that's that it runs as a background daemon. Channels requires an active terminal session. So if you close your laptop, the session ends. OpenClaw runs on a server. It's always on. It handles cron jobs, scheduled tasks, persistent memory across weeks. You can deploy it on a $5 VPS and it runs forever. It also connects to WhatsApp, Signal, iMessage, not just Telegram and Discord like Channels does. For people who live in WhatsApp, that's a really great feature, but there's some major trade-offs. It has major remote code execution vulnerabilities. So there's been 135 exposed instances on the public internet. 12% of community scales in the Claude Hub were malicious. Gartner called it insecure by default. And your data goes through whatever model provider you configure, which means it's leaving your machine. If you can harden the installation and you need always-on autonomous agents, OpenClaw has a place. But for most business use cases, the security risk outweighs the convenience. And that's one comparison that... Now, one more comparison that people keep getting wrong. So quick distinction because people are conflating these two. Remote control shows your terminal, you see the code, the file changes, you approve or reject. It's interactive monitoring. Whereas Channels is async messaging. You send a task, Claude works on it, texts you back when it's done. You don't see the process, you just see the result. So if you're programming from your phone, use remote control. But if you're delegating tasks and doing more business work, knowledge work, while you're away from your desk, definitely use Channels. Different tools for different workflows. Let me make this even more clear, more simple. So if you need to summarize files or pull a morning brief from your phone, use Dispatch. If you want to watch your agent work and approve changes in real time, use remote control. If you want to text your AI task and come back to finish work with full project context, use Channels. If you need something running 24/7 in the background with no babysitting, use OpenClaw. But just know what you're signing up for given the security risks. If you need WhatsApp or Signal, OpenClaw is the only option right now. Sensitive client data, definitely Channels or Dispatch, because both keep your files local. But honestly, if you can open a terminal and run one command, use Channels. You can use it in a Telegram or Discord. It takes only 3 minutes to set up, and you get your full Claude code environment from your phone. Your Claude.md, your skills, everything. And it covers probably 90% of what you want from any of these tools. Dispatch exists for people who don't even want to look at a terminal. So if you live in cowork and you need Claude to summarize files or pull a morning brief, Dispatch is fine. It's basically the remote cowork. So different audience, different product, but remote control is for when you just want to watch what's happening in your terminal. Channels is for when you want to delegate. And OpenClaw is for when you need always on and you're willing to manage the infrastructure and the security risks. But if you're watching this video, you probably know what a terminal is. You just set up the Channels. I think that's the move. All four of these tools will improve. Dispatch will get more reliable. Channels will add more platforms. OpenClaw will get more secure. The remote control will get richer. But right now, today, if you're evaluating which one to set up, the decision framework in this video is what I recommend using. I set up the Channels with Telegram in just 3 minutes today. If you want to see exactly how, that's in the description. If you want to see how I use Claude Code with custom skills for my daily workflows, that's in a future video. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.